What is this? Patient hunter extracts bone marrow? Hold on. I have a thought. Hello everyone, Thranks is here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky once again, where we are well, we're selling some things that we got from our frigate expeditions, and we've kind of, sort of, well, not kind of, sort of, but we have been doing this, well, pretty much off camera at this point. But I wanted to share a little bit of it just because it is happening, and just sort of give everybody the understanding that it is happening in the background. So if you're wondering why we're not doing it, or where the money came from, or something to that effect, rest assured, it is from the steady and constant frigate expedition, followed by the selling and reacquiring of materials. I have posted these in here, not quite evenly spaced, obviously, but we're just trying to get them some storage. Because the portable storage container that holds them is out of room, and since it can't hold anymore, well, we're just going to start throwing them around in there. Now, let's look at our expeditions here, because again, we are doing these, and oh, look at that, in a 3-star long industrial. But look, so I've gotten to where our ships are so advanced, this is part of what I wanted to show, that they're so advanced that even if I take the worst of each class, we still get 5 stars no matter what. So I've just started looking at the duration, not even the kind of mission it is, and generally the one at the bottom of the stack, so the one all the way down here, tends to be I was gonna say the worst, maybe the least experienced. I don't know, maybe that's not even the case. But I've just been grabbing the bottom of each stack and sending them out, and I wanted to just kind of not explain it, but more show it so that it could be seen. So we just go, combat, exploration, industrial, trade, support, and launch. And of course, we're out of fuel. Out of fuel, but we have quite a few materials for more. I think we'll just go to full 10. I have found some dihydrogen. I have not found much in the way of tritium. I had kind of hoped we'd start getting more of the higher star missions. I guess we did get quite a few. We got, what, 3, 2, 2. I mean, I've yet to see an expedition that actually requested a 5-star support fleet. But above all, with the capital ship and upgrades that we're getting, that's a big part of how our frigates really can be whatever we want to send now. And I think that's just because they're that advanced to begin with. So that being said, now everyone has got to see it. That's how you can know that it's happening, I assure you. And then from there, we'll just, we'll hold on to, what, 100 tons of fuel. And then I think we'll actually store this drop pod coordinate data on our ship, because there's no reason for us to hold onto it. And oh my goodness, is that 23 antimatter? Yikes. I think we can afford to hold that on our main compartment here, or at least a good bit of it. Because really we could take, what, half of these storm crystals here. Yep, and start making some warp hypercores. Because now these are helpful even on your freighter. Now, we've spent a little bit of time showing what we're doing off camera. There's no need to continue doing that. Instead, we'll press on and continue exploring our local cluster. Let's see. We have a few of them here. Or we could stick in this general vicinity here. Do we have any? Oh. Data unavailable. Memory with a blue star. In the Tisfian instability. I think that's where we want to be. That sort of jumps across this wide divide. But I think as much as we're going to systematically explore for now, let's jump across this wide divide. Let's start. Oh, and then look, we've got Absupla. See, yes, we want to start doing some of these unusual systems. Let's start with this one. Ooh. Look at that nebula. From green to blue and all of the colors in between. Look at that. First discovered today by us. 5 planets and 1 moon completely undiscovered. In a no conflict level, no economy, no dominant life form. Oh my. This is going to be good. Now, what I've decided is we're going to take this ship, which I'm not sure really what we're going to call it, but I do know that I love this ship a lot, and it will likely be my go-to exotic when that time comes, but we're working on our exploration craft. But we're going to go ahead and store all of these modules here. Because we need a place to hold them. And then that also begs the question of, is the Gojos still holding modules on board? It is. It is holding weapon modules, laser and cannon. Oh, for the exocraft. Right, we've yet to really outfit an exocraft with that sort of weaponry and requiring of those modules, but we are going to give our chromatic metal to the Nightmare in Space because even it has to eat. Okay, with all of that being done, and without any further ado, I'd say we are ready to investigate this system. Let's prep for planetary analysis, and I think we'll go for the planet we are closest to, as is our... Oh my, look at that. Fun, that's fun. I'm thinking, though, something more on the lines of, ooh, what a bright star. Yes, the one right behind us. Unknown planet, survey says it is an infested planet with aggressive sentinels. Oh my goodness. I accept these terms. Let's do it. I am psyched. We have this red foreboding hue across the top of the atmosphere. Oh, and some definite intense... Oh. Coloration effects. The infestation is putting something into the atmosphere. Oh yeah, no, the infestation is starting to become apparent. It doesn't seem to be as bad as I would have expected. Nope, but on closer analysis, yes. There is definitely an infestation happening here. But that sky... No, this isn't the time or place. We need to settle on a high elevation peak and take a longer look at what's happening here. High security sentinels. Oof. And there you have it, right there. Without further ado, I give you the thing that nightmares are made of. Like, what is happening? I'm hearing something. Oh, avian creatures. Apparently... keeping away from the infestation by staying in the air. And we have, what, 4 more on the ground and 1 underground. Okay, well, let's depart this area. We have a sentinel coming after us. We don't want that. Occasional radiation outbursts. Whoa. What is this? Oh, they do light up. Okay. It might be just confirmation bias. Is that a tumor? Hold on, let's change my strain. That's a corrupted pustule. Is it not? Like out of the derelict freighters? Has the energy of the abyss really begun taking over? It might be confirmation bias, back to what I was saying, but it almost seems like radioactive planets are more likely to be infested. And I know that that might be sort of a duh, but, you know, it could be anything. Like, why wouldn't any other planet have a chance of being infested? Why would it be radioactive planets? Is the energy of the abyss somehow feeding off of the radiation? We have a significant amount of creatures here. Okay. Liver Nipo. Oh, no! Sentinel is gonna attack us. Interesting that we have aggressive sentinels on an infested planet. And the terrain is fairly chaotic, right? I was trying to think of the appropriate word, but chaotic is simply the word that comes to mind. Can we get a scan for a nearby structure, potentially? No. This system is wildly uncharted by all travelers and galactic species. So, of course, there will be no structures here. Ooh, that's the thing of nightmares right there. What is this? Patient hunter? Extracts bone marrow? Hold on. I have a thought. I have... Right? What if... Look at this thing. What is going on? It's like seashells for eyes. What if instead of us... What if instead of us in the shot, it's something else? What if we go like this? Is that too close? I'm just trying to get... I think that's a good one. It's not very fast, though. For a predator, I guess it says patient hunter. It would have to be with that sort of run speed. I don't know what tools it uses to be a predator, but speed on its hind legs is not one of them. But look at all the... Nope, sentinel. I heard it. It's coming for us. Look at all of the lights on the ground. This planet being infested, it doesn't seem to have the amount of like void egg structure that other planets have. And I know it's like, yeah, there's a lot, and there are, but it's not quite the same. And then look, these gravitino balls, they blend right in. They blend right in with the other objects on the surface that are illuminating. And of course, as So we have one more on the ground and one underground. Of course, we cannot escape the sentinels. Impossible. Subterranean relic. I'm inclined to dig underground and see what the cave structure is like. Nutrient source, moonlight. Oh, yeah. We have yet to consider what this place is like in sunset and at night. Radioactive supercell is approaching. Let's go ahead and say we're going to dig underground and assess the cave situation during the storm, because I think we're about to lose a significant amount of visibility. Where is my subterranean relic, please? Thank you much. Oh. Huh. Yellow is the color of the day. Dun 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 dun. No, we're not gonna do that. Color crew! I'm intrigued by... Oh. Yo, what? Centuries old. Feeds off of ultraviolet radiation with a parasitic root structure. This is the epitome of above ground biome in the caves. Oh, wait. We've spotted it. The wild underground creature. Intelligent, steals from others. We always have trouble finding the underground creatures. This creature was first recorded in the shattered remains of this planet, thriving despite the nuclear storms. This predator fashions tools from their environment, conserving energy by automating their hunting process where possible. Omnivorous and thieving, they eat whatever they find, wherever they find it. Frequently, this means consuming the hard-won stores of other animals. This thing is straight up going to attack us. Okay. I dare say this planet could be, big emphasis on could be a runner-up for the neatest infested planet I've seen so far. Partially because of these... What? That doesn't look like our other creature. Look, this one is exhibiting some sort of like mammalian claws and paws, but this one is not. This one is distinctly of a different evolutionary chain, although the same species. Could be the opposite gender. What is its gender? Oh, look at that stone. It's like mirrored. I'm sort of taken aback by a few different things on this planet. I'm inclined to just go ahead and say it, that this is the coolest infested planet I think I've seen. I've seen some that are similar, but generally they're just sort of whatever. This one, it's a combination of the atmosphere, but honestly, it's also the hostile sentinels that really just... It makes this planet feel something. And it's like dusty and sandy and radioactive. I would love to get up on top of this if we could. And look at that planet just below the hue changing zone. Let's see, if we stay pressed up against the terrain, our jetpack should continue. Okay. Oh, it's not barren on top of this. What? This is a whole nother world up here. What? Did we just go on top of this structure, or did we not? Are we waiting for a diurnal creature, or no? It's rare, but it's always active on the ground, so we have a chance to meet it at night just as much during the day. Lots and lots of fauna, though. You know, I'll be the first to admit it, because I'm happy to admit things when they're true. I think, small soapbox moment, more of the world could benefit from just admitting when something's true. And that's not aimed at anyone or anything in particular, but just, it can be hard to let go of things that we want to be true when they aren't. And at first it was like a cliche that every planet looked better during sunrise or sunset, and then it was just a true fact. It was like sunrise and sunset is the best time for the planet. But I almost think that this planet, that's not the case. Ooh, it's another predator. I think this might be the first planet to really illustrate that sunrise and sunset is not always the best time on a planet. A natural predator, they stalk their prey with great care. While not adapted for open confrontation, they are nonetheless impressive hunters. Under the cover of darkness, they steal into nests and feast upon eggs and hatchlings alike. Did that say its saliva was a pH of 4? What? Hold up. 14! That's even more crazy. Its saliva is like such a strong base. That's insane. I thought a saliva of a pH of 4 was cool. pH of 14 is almost cooler. Okay, well, we don't want it to bite us, and we don't... Wait, how did we irritate sentinels? What did I do? Oh, and now we're falling. Okay, well, if the sunrise or the sunset was uninteresting, nighttime is, well... Okay, I was gonna say is less interesting, but I think it's about the same. This lighting up of things in the distance, followed by the bright sort of nebula with the darkened clouds, I could work with this. I could see this. It has a, maybe not charm, but a vibe. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that gives me the creeps, all those lights going off at once. No, it's the dark clouds, the tall dark clouds with the lightened nebula in the background. While the egg just occasionally sort of glows. Not my better... Oh, there we go. See, but I feel like it's always super easy to focus on these on an infested planet. You know what? I reject those terms. We're not going to do that. No. We're not just going to always shoot the field full of glowy things. That's not how it works. Although I do appreciate that this planet has more small bioluminescent infestation and less large structures, because the large structures can get very overwhelming when they're mega abundant. But I do respect that more of the large structures are actually glowing. My question is, what is the infestation about? I feel like there's not all the facts, like they haven't been divulged to us before. They're like, we're gonna learn something intense about these infested planets and the void eggs. Because last time I checked, void eggs were where the living ships manifested from, and they don't seem to be bad. But generally an infestation and the energy of the abyss tends to denote things that are bad. I actually kind of have a theory on what it all means, but that was awesome. Oh my gosh. That thing got a kill and then just like roared. And now it's eating its prey. The circle of life. No, we're not going to do that. This is intriguing. I'll say that there's something unusual going on with this planet. I will also say that the night sky is fun for a minute, and now I'm sort of over it. It is successfully giving me the creeps, but I can't tell if that's the multiple predators and hostile sentinels, or truly just a product of the planet itself. Let's see how far we can go into the atmosphere before we start to leave the false coloration that's happening. Okay, so we kind of pulse jumped right through it, but more than anything I was looking for the sun, because the sun is going to make finding that zone a little easier. This might be sunrise? Sunset? No. I think this is good. Okay, alright, there we go. See, during the day, you get this sort of circular coloration and this steep pink up top, and during the sunset, everything just kind of turns the same sort of beige color. Let's go a little bit further. And the surface seems very flat at a distance. We've traveled a good bit, though. We can kind of assess the terrain variation now, at this point. Alright, so we're already getting false coloration, and we're just kind of touching the clouds. See, that is like something to behold, but it changes even with the... Oh, wait a minute. We buried the lead on that one. Your answer is right there. Okay, maybe not answer, maybe more questions, but... No questions, troops, no questions. But that's where we're going to take the image, at least. I really want to keep exploring, but the truth of the matter is, we've discovered all the life forms, and there's no oceans, and we've seen the caves. I think we can safely wrap this planet up. I do hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Come back next time when we do the next planet in this system. Maybe give out some names. Some names like... Oh, I don't know. It says Nino. How about... You know what? We'll do that in the next one. Take care.